Welcome to this demonstration of the TechSoup Jam tool. This demonstration is just to give you a brief overview of the tool that will be used tomorrow in the TechSoup Jam. First of all, the step number one is to make your registration in the TechSoup Jam website. Please be sure that you entered and got your registration. Here in this button that we are calling subscribe, you can enter, click on it, fill a form, and ask to be registered in this event. After some minutes, you'll be receiving an email from the system with your user, password, and information of your registration. After that, you'll be using the next button that we call login. Using your user and your password, you'll be logging in the system that will conduct you to the TechSoup Jam. By clicking login, this is the screen that will appear to you. You'll be using your email and your password that you created during the registration process to log in the page. Well, this is the view that you have tomorrow and during the Jam. You'll be selecting the option of TechSoup Jam in English, so you can be entering to the forums that will happen in English and to be with your invitees there. During this training session, we'll be using a different community that we'll be calling training session for a special guest. This environment that you see now is very similar to the environment that you see tomorrow during the TechSoup Jam. The first step of your role here is to create your profile, to personalize your profile. Just here up in the top button, you have as the second option, the option profiles. If you click in my profiles, you have your, let's say, your board, where you can write information about what you're doing now, and share with your partners and your friends in this network what you are doing. Okay? The first thing that you have to do is to edit your profile, so you can add a photo and some information, some personal information that you might think that it's important. I'm just filling in some examples of how you do it. As in any social network, you know the importance of having a photo and some personal information to be known by people that are in the same network that you are. After you fill with the information you want, and after you enter your photo here in this section, you must click and save, and then your profile is saved. All right then. So, you'll be back to communities, and you'll be back to the community of the TechSoup Jam. The second step that you must follow is to start following this community. By clicking this button, you have your life much easier. So anytime you click here in community section, you will find the communities that you are following here, just here in this menu. So this is very recommended that you click in the option of following this community. Well, this is the basic view of the community. Okay, just here in the middle, you have the options of the forums. As you know, the agenda has approximately 10 different forums. The 10 different forums will be placed here, and just by click in one of these forums, you get into the forum that you want to participate in. So here I choose forum task number 1. I just click on it, and it appears for me. As a special guest, you will not see all these buttons here. This is an advanced access that we have here in IBM. But what you see is 3 buttons. You have your the reply button, the edit button, and the delete button. Just remembering that edit button and delete buttons will be seen only in your posts. When you are reading another post, a post from another person, you will not be able to see these 2 buttons. You only see reply button. So I'll give you some example here. If I click in reply, this text box will appear in your screen. So you have the opportunity to write your post and to format it as you wish. You can change colors. You can have bold. You can make the letters bigger. So this is your choice. After you do this, you can also add a file to your post. This file will be directly attached to your post. So if you feel like having, for example, an article connected to your post, you can do it. For example, I would choose this logo here from an IBM project, and I'll just attach it to my post. By saving it, you can see that I have my post that I'm saying here, this is a test. And after that, I have a logo attached to it. Okay. As it's my post, I have the opportunity to edit and to delete it. But I can also reply to this post. And save this. By clicking the button Edit, I can make any change I wish to my post and make it smaller if I wish to. And by saving it, I have the answer to my post. If I want to delete my post, I just have to click in the button Delete. You have to give a justification why it's been deleted and to do it. By doing this, you should know that the deletion of your post will be tracked. So it's always appear this kind of message here saying why this post was deleted. Okay. To come back to the main page, if you wish to participate in a different forum, what you can do is to click in the logo of the community, or you can go through the community section up here and select training session for a special guest in this case. And now you're back to the main page of this community. Okay, just go to the menu right below the logo of the community. You have the options of members, where you can see all the members that joined this community. Okay, in this case, we have just a few by this time because it's restricted. But tomorrow, this community will be opened, and all of you will be here in this community. The next section is forums. Forums is the same that you have in the main page, but here just in a different view. Okay, you have the full list of forums placed in the home page. By clicking bookmarks, you have the opportunity to read and to add new bookmarks. What are called here bookmarks are important internet websites that you can and you want to share with people through the community. If it's not related particular to your post, if it's something that might interest everyone in this community, we suggest you to add a bookmark. Just by clicking on the bookmark, insert a URL. For example, and save this. After you save this, you make it public for everyone in this community. By selecting files, you have the opportunity to add some files that are also interesting for everyone in this community. What we recommend here is that you only share files in this section if it's something of interest of everyone in the community. If it's something very particular to your post, please, you should add it to your post. Okay? Now come back to the home page. All these links that we've just gone through, they are all placed here in this home page. You have here on the right side the members, and then you have forums, bookmarks, and files all placed in the home page. Well, here in profiles, you also have the opportunity to add people to your network. So by clicking My Network, I'll see who is in my network. By this time, no one is in my network. So here in this box on the left, I can choose people that already joined this community and invite them to connect. For example, here I'll ask her. There's an invitation already pending. So George Prince, I'm just inviting him. And I will send him an invitation. Again, you can do this. Okay, then to come back to the home page, you just do this. All right. Another thing that is very important during this jam is that depending on your browser, it's not programmed to refresh every time. So we would recommend you once in a while to click in F5 as a manual tool to make your web page refreshed. So you can see if people are answering your posts, if there are any other comments that you would like to read about it. Okay. As a special guest, what we also recommend is that you join the jam at least 10 minutes before your participation. Just to be sure that everything is connected, the website is working fine, and you have time enough to post and to prepare your post before doing it. So that's our recommendation. Enjoy the jam, have a good discussion, and we'll see you tomorrow at the TechSoup jam.